I'm bringing the class.
So, good evening. Stacy has asked me to keep it under 2 hours, so I'm going to be brief. Firstly, I'd like to thank everyone on behalf of the Zambian Carnivore Program, our team and organization, for the amazing opportunity to be with you here tonight to celebrate the collective work of Dazzle, Zambian Carnivore Program, and Conservation South of Gala. It's an incredible opportunity. Okay, the slides are over there. Oh, here as well. Okay, I've got this figured out. And then, next slide. Yes. Okay, so we're kind of living in anxious times. It's probably not a surprise to anyone. There's a lot to be concerned about with our planet. And we're in the middle of a great crisis in conservation. And we're losing species and ecosystems at a rate that's unprecedented in human history, including some of our most iconic animals on the planet. And Africa is one of the focal areas for this. And for the first time in our planet's history, this is all driven by humans. It's driven by us. There's actually a new term used to describe our reactions in response to these times, to living in a world of wounds, and that's called ecological grief. And the African wild dog, or painted wolf, symbolizes the plight and challenges we face today. It's the most endangered of the continent's large carnivores, and there are an estimated 6,000 individuals remaining in the wild. And nothing is done alone by African wild dogs. They do it as a pack, they do it together. They're the most social of all the dog species, even more so than wolves. And they all work together to raise the alpha pair's pups and protect them. And typically only 2 animals breed. So when you start thinking about that, there's even fewer than 6,000. There's estimated to be 1,400 mature individuals remaining in the wild. So to put that in perspective, there's about 3,400 black rhino and about 10,000 white rhino, and 1,400 African wild dog mature individuals. And they're naturally rare, even in areas where they do really well. There's very few of them, and they range over thousands of square miles, and so they're actually kind of a nightmare to study and conserve. And so, on the one hand, the future for wild dogs could look quite bleak for the species, and it's tempting to give up and resign ourselves to the fact that we may lose species like this in the very near future. But ultimately, as conservationists, while we talk about this, I've provided a fairly grim picture. Ultimately, we are optimists because we believe in the conviction that things can change for the better. And it wasn't too long ago, as I look out over 250 people here tonight to celebrate the work of Dazzle, that a small group of people got together and formed this amazing organization and committed to a vision of a better world for people and nature in Zambia. And like a wild dog pack, Dazzle joined forces with Conservation South of Gala and our organization and supported all aspects of the work conserving African wild dogs. And this includes satellite GPS collars to help us to monitor and protect packs and their pups, aerial support, a game changer for our conservation work. Field vehicles, enabling us to conduct work on dogs across some of Africa's most remote remaining wilderness areas. Field-based wildlife vets to remove snares from poachers and retain collared packs so that we can actually help protect them. Support for our groundbreaking Women in Wildlife Conservation program. Sponsorship to promising students from Zambia in undergraduate and graduate programs. Building our badly needed first ever headquarters. and supporting our community conservation outreach work through sports. And so through this work and a lot more work, today we intensively follow and protect over 470 African wild dogs across 3 ecosystems and nearly 50 packs, the largest effort of its kind in Africa. Today, Zambia is at the forefront of training and developing current and future conservation leaders in Africa, some of whom are with us tonight. And we are the country's largest training and conservation organization. And today, Zambia is a stronghold for wild dogs, one of the few countries left on the continent, and one of the highest densities ever recorded for the species is in the Luangwa Valley. And like with a wild dog pack, nothing is accomplished alone in conservation. So tonight, we celebrate our collective courage to change the narrative, the resilience to rebound from setbacks and failures, our compassion for people and for nature, our commitment to serving a purpose larger than ourselves, and the teamwork required to go far together and accomplish great things. Whoops. It has taken a lot of work by a lot of people to get where we are now and tonight, and it will take even more to confront the challenges and opportunities of the future. Each and every one of you here tonight has a unique set of skills, expertise, resources, and experience to assist in this work, and we hope that you will join us with Dazzle for the exciting times ahead. Thank you.